Hey everybody, it's Miss Harden. Today we are going to be learning how to multiply decimals. This is our first day of multiplying decimals. So go ahead and write multiplying decimals day 1 at the top of your notes in your math notebook. We're going to review some of the vocabulary that you already have written this week. So go ahead and you don't have to write this down. I'm just going to review this so you know that a product is an answer to a multiplication problem. Got it, right? Estimate. That is a careful guess as to the amount or size or value of something. It's kind of like rounding, okay? So we're going to multiply two numbers. Now, one of them might have a decimal in it, such as you might have this problem right here 4 3/10 times 2, okay? And you might say, well, Miss Harden, I don't know how to do that. Well, we are going to learn. All right. So our first step in this is you are going to round your numbers. Step 1. Let's go ahead and write this down. Step 1. You're going to round your numbers and find the product for a reasonable estimate. Okay. So let's round these to the nearest whole number. Okay. So I know 4 3/10. Well, I see my 4. That 3 tells the 4 to do what? So 5 or more, raise the score. 4 or less, let it rest. So that 3 is 4 or less. So the 4 is going to round to, 4 3/10 is just going to round to 4. Okay, so we're just going to write 4. Now the 2, we just leave it at 2 because it's already a whole number. 4 times 2. Because we have to find the product for a reasonable estimate. Well, 4 times 2, that's easy. That equals 8. Okay? All right, so we found a reasonable estimate. So our answer should be close to 8. Okay? So that was step 1. We rounded our decimal, and then we found a reasonable estimate for our answer. So step 2 is going to be multiply your numbers without the decimal point. So we need to take that original problem. So 4 3/10. If I have 4 3/10, let's say I pretend to take out that decimal, it ends up looking like 43. Let's say I do 43 times 2, because we're going to end up putting the decimal back in. Okay? So we can do 43 times 2 using the algorithm method. Sometimes some people like to call it the turtle head. Others we call the algorithm, okay? Well, 3 times 2, what is that going to equal? Yep, that's 6. What's 4 times 2? Yep, that's 8. Well, so if 43 times 2 is 86, that's not the answer to 4 3/10 times 2. So step 3, all right, so we multiplied the numbers without the decimal point. So step 3, it says check your estimate and put your decimal in a reasonable place. So first of all, our estimate, what was our estimate? Our estimate was 8. Our answer that we got from step 2 was 86. So if I have 8 and 6, where would I put the answer? Where would I put the decimal in order for the answer to be close to 8? If I put the decimal here, that's still 86. That's not very close to 8. If I put the decimal here, is 8 6/10 close to 8? It sure is. But what if I had put it here? Decimal before that. 86 hundredths. No, that's not good. That's not good because that's smaller than 1. Okay. So my answer, where I put my decimal, is right here. So my answer is 8 6/10. That is my answer to 4 3/10 times 2. Okay, so let's do some more examples. Make sure you have all of this written down and all of this written down. Okay, you might want to pause the video right now to do that. This is very important, okay? Okay, we're back. Here is our example number 1, okay? I have 52 times 7,500 hundredths. Let's say like I had 52 candy bars and they each weighed 75 hundredths of a pound. It's a pretty big candy bar, okay? So how much did they all weigh together? All right, so now, first things first, let me erase my check marks from the other one. Round your numbers to find the product for a reasonable estimate. So I don't need to round 52. I'm just going to go 52. And then I'm going to round this to the nearest whole number. Okay, here's my whole number. And then the 7 tells that what to do. Okay, so the 7 tells the 0 to do what? 5 or more, raise the score. 4 or less, let it rest. Okay, 7, 5 or more. It's going to raise the score. So 0 turns into 1. So this is really 52 times 1. And what does that equal? That's easy. 52. And this is my estimate. That is my estimate. Okay. Now, so that's my estimate. So now I want to, we just did step 1. Step 2, multiply your numbers without the decimal point. So I have 52. And then I have 0 and 7,500 hundredths. Since there's a 0 in the beginning before the decimal, it goes away. So really this is like 52 times 75. Okay? 52 times 75. Now, okay, that's what we're going to multiply first. 52 times 5, that's what we're multiplying first. All right, let's see. Let's do this. 5 times 2. What does that equal? Well, 5 times 2 is 10. Put my 0 down, carry the 1. Now I do 5 times 5. What is 5 times 5? 5 times 5 is 25. But look, I got to add this 1. So 25 plus 1 is 26. Okay? Now, remember the turtle lays an egg? We got to put a placeholder here. Placeholder. It's a really happy placeholder. Now I have to multiply 7 times 52. Okay? I like to call that the reverse turtle hen. So 7 times 2. What is 7 times 2? 14. 14. Carry the 1. 7 times 5. 7 times 5 is 35. Plus 1 is 36. Okay? When you add those two up, you get 0 plus 0 is 0. 6 plus 4 is 10. Carry the 1. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 6 is 9. And 9 is for that spot. And then we have 3 plus nothing. So that's 3. Okay. So, that looks like 3,900. That doesn't seem right. Okay. I started off, I had 52 candy bars and each weighed 7,500 hundredths of a pound. So now, I just multiplied. Now it says check your estimate. So here's my estimate. My estimate's 52. Your estimate is 52. I need to figure out where I'm going to put my 0 to make this close to 52. Okay? If I put my decimal here, 3,900. That's not very close to 52. What if I put my decimal here? That's 390. That's not very close to 52. Okay? Let's go in one more. 39. 39 and 0 hundredths. That's closer. So maybe here. But what if I move it one more? Oh, that's 3 and 900. So like 3 or 4. Is that close to 52? No. So the closest thing we got to 52 was when we put our decimal right right here. So really, our answer is 39 and 0 hundredths. And guys, when you have 2 zeros after a decimal point, that's the same as taking them away. So really the answer is 39. Okay? Yes, that is exactly it. Okay? All right. I'm going to give you guys a few seconds to write this down, a few minutes. Just pause it for me if you need to write it down. All right. We are going to now do some problems on your own. Okay, you're going to do some problems on your own. So go ahead and you're going to write these next problems down on your paper and then you're going to answer them in Echo. Okay? Okay. Here are your next two problems that you're doing on your own. Okay? You have 3 times 2 and 7 tenths, and you have 40 times 1 and 8 tenths. Okay? 40 times 1 and 8 tenths. All right? Make sure you follow the steps. Round your numbers first to make an estimate. Then multiply your numbers without the decimal point. All right? So this one without the decimal point would be 27 times 3. And this one here would be 40 times 18. Okay? Just to kind of give you a little heads up on that. Okay? But you need to find your estimate first. Multiply without the decimals. And then you need to figure out where your decimal goes by checking it with your estimate. See how you're going to get that number close to your estimate for a reasonable answer. Okay? You got this, guys. I know you can do it. All right. Good luck. I'll see you guys later. Bye.